Hello? Hello, is that working? See, am I getting audio? Okay, it looks like I'm getting some audio here. Right there. Let me see if I can lower it down a little bit, because this microphone does tend to peak. Let's see, just have it right there. Da, da, da. Oh, you know what? Let me turn that down real quick. Someone's making it run really slow. Oh, you know what? I think I have. I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to multitask, everybody. Hopefully, I'm trying to multitask. Am I actually streaming right now? I think I am streaming. See, I hopefully have full screen on here. Let's see, I should have some full screen here. Here we go. Full screen. So right now, I don't have any viewers right now, and my computer I think just crashed. Ah, shoot. Okay, so let's see. Let me resume F3. F3. This is probably running really badly right now. This stream. I'm just gonna see, hang out here for a little bit. Let's see. I'm just making sure. I'm just still setting some stuff up, so like it's gonna be a little bit before the stream comes up. I don't know why. Let's see something. See, is anybody in the chat yet? Is anybody? Okay, so I got 3 watchers here. I got 3 watchers so far. I'm still setting things up, everybody. So don't front. I'm getting 1 view so far. I don't know where the chat is. I don't know where I could find the chat actually. I don't know exactly where I could find the chat. Hey, you know what? I think I'm gonna go ahead and just boost up the desktop audio just a little bit. Just a little bit. That way we have just a little bit of sound coming out from the game. Because I'm trying to multitask on this. I just don't want you guys looking at just like a blank screen or nothing like that. You know what I mean? Okay, so I want to do like an update because it's been like a while since I've been on YouTube and stuff. I think my last video was like what 3-4 months ago or something like that. Just to let everybody know I'm doing okay and all. Nothing's really happening to me except I've just been hella productive with my life and all. All kinds of stuff. Um, so the reason why I came here to talk to everybody is because okay. Oh, I still got the controls here. Still got controls on this pinball game. Let's see. Hold on. What's the other flipper? I need to do the other flipper. What's the other flipper again? I forget. I forget what the other flipper was. Ah, there we go. I forget what the other flipper was. I need to actually adjust the controls on this so that I can modify. I need to remap the controls so I can play this game. Let me see if I can remap the controls here. Let me see. F3's pause. If I go to options, I go to player controls. Okay, so that's right flipper. Oh, the right flipper is this. I tell you what, I'm going to change this. Our left flipper Z. I'm going to change this to X. Change that to X. Might as well. Space, or no, space is the plunger. So I can't do that. Here, just make it 6. Okay, so the reason why I wanted to do this video or to do this stream is because hopefully the stream's going well. What I mean by that is I hope I'm not getting any delays or nothing like that, or like it's bugging out, because on my end it looks fine, but like this that definitely could change at any given time. But the reason why I wanted to do this stream is because, like I said, it's been a while since I've done a video here on YouTube, and I've been really just busy with personal things, but this kind of comes in regard to why I haven't done a video in a while. So as you guys know, I love making like those bootleg videos and stuff for everybody and you guys out there, and I enjoy making them. But there's been a concurrent problem with those videos. You see, a lot of those bootlegs I find come from like thrift stores and stuff, right? And some of them I've owned, in the past when like, they were selling those, stuff illegally on the streets and what have you when I was a little kid. So some of those came from my childhood. So here's the thing. I'm having a very difficult time finding new material or new bootlegs and stuff. New in quotation marks. Because the thing is, I've been hitting up the thrifts, and I've been going to the thrift stores and what have you, and all this other stuff, and I've been doing all kinds of thrifting. But I've noticed in the last year it's gotten incredibly hard to find stuff. Not just like the bootlegs and stuff, but like regular like home media, like DVDs and stuff, has become incredibly difficult to really come across these days. And what it is a lot of thrift stores are not wanting to get in physical media. A lot of them I've noticed like they want to get in more furniture and clothing and crap like that. Like they don't really stock in physical media as much as they used to. And it really sucks for me because, or for people like me, because, one of the things is like, I used to thrift all the time, like find a lot of my like physical media collection, like DVDs and stuff, all that's mostly come from the thrifts because, you get a really good deal on something or there's something you've been looking for and, you get it like from the thrifts. But it's become incredibly hard for me to find stuff. And not just like the local thrifts I have, but like stuff when I'm out of town, like I go out of town quite often, right? And a lot of times I'll hit up thrift stores, and even it's always the same thing there too, where it's like, well, I can't find anything. They're not getting in stock anymore like they used to, and because of that, it's become incredibly hard for me to like find like more stuff to like show you guys, more bootlegs for my collection and stuff. And the thing is, I still have like a lot of those. Some people might bring up, well, didn't you just do a video like 3 years ago about, finding all those bootlegs in that bin? And it's like, yeah, I did. But I went through a lot of them. And honestly, there's just nothing to talk about on a lot of those DVDs. Like a lot of those like DVDRs I have, they're always like, there's nothing to talk about as far as the menu is concerned. There's nothing really to talk about as far as the actual, presentation of the boots are concerned. And it's just sort of a waste of my time. Like and the thing is like when I make these videos, I don't want to have to bore. Darn it, I don't want to have to bore you guys with like the same repetitive content, over and over and over. Like after a while, like you have to admit that it does become sort of ad nauseum. Just looking at just the way that I go about with these videos. You know what I mean? And I'm aware of how repetitive I am and how just kind of borderline, like I said, repetitive I could be, just in the way that I speak and the way that I sort of, create those videos, sort of becomes formulaic. And, the thing is like, it's not a matter of me, like, wanting to stop these videos. I do want to keep making them. It's just that I haven't been able to find anything in the last, like, few months or so. It's been, like I said, it's been really scarce in the thrift stores. And like, the thing is, like, I used to go to, like I go to, like, swap meets and stuff if I can. And it's the same thing at the swap meets. Like, it's becoming a lot more difficult for me to find stuff. And I haven't been able to really find or muster up enough material or enough, things to talk about. So, the thing is, I want to keep making videos, right? I want to keep, doing this, entertaining the audience, hopefully. I'm just kind of considering some other things I can do on my channel. I know I have the podcast thing going on, which I don't really talk about too much. I haven't really done a lot with it because, to be honest, I started kind of getting bored with it because I'm like, if I'm just going to see a movie every week and start, ranting about it, it's like, what's the point of making a podcast? It's like, okay, well, this is just like the same thing every time, And trust me, I could talk to ad nauseum about movies. That's all I can talk about. Doesn't matter if the movie's good or bad. I can just sit here and talk, ad nauseum about it. But the thing is like, again, it does take a toll where it's just like, it's always just the same repetitive content and it's so predictable and you just know what you're going to get. And after a while, it's like, is it still really entertaining? It's like, not really. It's sort of like, okay, you're still working on something or at least I'm working on something, but it's not really coming out the way that I want it to, So, consider this kind of an update. I think what I'm going to probably start doing is something I need to go back and start doing is I really need to go back and start kind of just showcasing my physical media collection again, like my DVDs and stuff, because that's something I haven't done in like a while. And the thing is like, so I don't know if you guys have been following me, like, my old YouTube channel before it was taken down, I used to upload like a lot of collection videos, based upon studios and stuff. It's like, oh, well, here's like, I don't know, like my Sony Pictures home video collection of VHSs and DVDs and stuff, and here's my DVD collection of like, Paramount Pictures stuff. Darn it, I lost again. You know what I mean? So I might have to start going back and doing some of that stuff. So you might see a lot more of that coming up, hopefully, in the future. Hopefully I'm not jinxing myself. But one of the reasons I haven't done a lot of those is because my collection has gotten, like, humongous. Like, my collection is so big where it's like, I would have to probably do videos in parts. And, hopefully, like, when I do those videos, if I do those videos, I'll do a little bit more. Because one of the things I don't like about, like, collection videos is I don't care for when people when they show like a DVD or like a tape or something like that, and they just sort of go by it like really fast. They just show you like the case and the like spine, and that's it. They don't really go into details about the movie or the actual like or the actual like contents on the disc. And the thing is like, to me, that's like the real meat of like a collection, in my opinion. Is like, that to me is like really important. Like, why do you have 3 copies of like this movie on 3 different formats? And it's like, okay, it's cool that you have 3 different copies of it, but like, are you gonna mention anything about it? To me, that's interesting. If people going in depth of why they have 3 different copies of like, I don't know, like Toy Story or something like that. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things where like, I want to go back and I'm probably going to end up going back and making some of those videos, but if I do, I want to make sure that they come out a little bit more, in depth, and they're not just the same old like, oh, well, here's this movie and here's the next movie, because, after a while, like I said, it does become boring. So yeah, you might see a lot more of those on this channel, and again, it's not me trying to, be done with the bootleg stuff. It's just that until I find more bootlegs to talk about, or just find more stuff to talk about, you probably are going to be seeing a lot of content like that on my page. And, I don't want to, half-ass this stuff. I'm not, I don't want to like, half-ass the audience or anything like that. And it's a little bit, a little bit of pressure on myself, because I feel like a lot of my subscribers do come for the bootlegs and stuff. They want to see more of that, and I understand that, and I understand, you guys want to see that, and that's what you guys want, and that's what I want too. But for me, it's just getting a little bit more difficult, because like I said, I can't find anything. If I were to find like, at least a decent amount of bootlegs to talk about, or if I had like a decent amount to talk about, I'd be doing a video. Like, I probably would have done a video like last month or something like that. But like now, like I said, it's becoming a lot more difficult. And the thing is like, I'm also one of those people where it's like, I don't really upload as regularly as I should on YouTube. Like I said, I am very productive on my personal life. Does get very productive, and shoot, what am I trying to say? Sorry, I'm just kind of rambling right now. Just kind of talking about some things, trying to kind of get some things sort of in place. I'm just kind of, like I said, just talking. But yeah, I mean, for me, like, it's just, like I said, like, the lack of just finding stuff at the thrifts, like, as far as, the bootlegs are concerned, is really what's kind of withholding me from making another video. And the thing is, like, I could do, like, a collection video of all the bootlegs I have and stuff like that. But again, it's like, I don't want to have to go ad nauseum and keep showing you guys the same stuff I've showed you, like, before. Like, I don't want to be like, well, here's that bootleg I showed in this video, and here's this bootleg I showed you in that video, and it's like, I don't want to have to, do that, because you guys already saw that in another video. It's like, well, what's the difference this time around? Nothing. So yeah, I mean, like I said, you're probably going to end up seeing a little bit more of my actual like physical media collection, because that's something I kind of want to get back in doing, because like that's something that I just haven't done in like I said, in a long time. I just need to figure out like a format that I'm comfortable with as well. I mean, the format that I do is already comfortable as is, but like I said, I do want to try to like experiment with it a little bit, because like I said, I'm just not into like that whole, well, here's my collection, and it's just like, an overview's fine. Like, I don't have a problem with like people who like do overviews. Overviews are fine, because it's like, you know, if you have like a lot of stuff, you don't want to have to go through every single thing and go into detail of everything you have, you know. So I understand like overviews are fine. I've done overviews before because, like I said, I have just so many Blu-rays and DVDs and stuff I haven't even watched yet. Actually, some stuff I haven't even watched yet. I still need to watch. Um, but like I said, if I end up doing like collection videos again, I do hope that they're a lot more in depth because really the in depth part is something that I want to try to lean into. I am a, you know, I am pretty articulate when it comes to a lot of things as far as you know, like the films that I watch and the films I consume and stuff. You know, I just want to try to be a little more active here on my YouTube page because like I said, it's just been kind of bothering me, just like letting you guys hang like that. And the last video I did was like what 4 or 5 months ago, and it's like, you know, you guys have been probably thirsty for more content, and I've been thirsty for more content too. I would love to do some more videos, you know. And again, I've been productive with other things, and you know, been kind of just doing all kinds of other stuff, you know, out like I said, in my personal life. But yeah, I'm probably just gonna end up doing a lot more different content. So you know, the thing is like my videos, like I'm probably gonna do a little bit more content. So if you subscribe to this channel, you're gonna see a little bit more than just the bootleg stuff. Just so that I, you know, at least I'm active on my YouTube page. Again, I'm still gonna make the bootleg stuff, but it's probably gonna come out a little slower until I find more stuff, and that's what's just been holding me back from making another bootleg video. It's just I haven't been able to really find anything, and it's just like I said, it's getting harder because the thrift stores don't want to get in more stuff, and you know, just no matter where you go, it's like they just don't want to get in more physical media. They want to get in more appliances and, you know, furniture. Like they're getting rid of stuff, and it sucks. You know, and it's not just like physical media. Like you don't really see a lot of toys when you go to the thrifts anymore either. It's like I don't know what the deal with that is. Like they strategically are shoot. They strategically are like not keeping in stuff in stock, and it just makes it all the more frustrating for me personally. Because like I said, I want to try to make more videos, and I know you guys want to see more of the bootleg stuff, and I want to make more of it. But like, if I just can't find good enough stuff, or if I just can't, you know, like if I can't find good enough stuff or produce good enough content, then it's like it's just gonna be a waste of, you know, my time, and definitely be a waste of yours, because I know you guys don't want to see a video that's like half-assed and kind of boring. You know, like you gotta see a video that's actually, you know, well done, and or at least like a little better. And it's funny because I don't know why I'm talking about half-assed. I mean, pretty much most of my videos I shoot the day before I even upload them, so it's like, you know, it's I guess it's out of the question. Let's see. Oh, you know what? YouTube Studio isn't even responding right now. Oh, that's great. That's great. That's great.